Hi guys, today I'd like to introduce you to a new video series that is starting on this channel, so as to take you with me in my training journey, making you my accountability buddies to check my progress every now and then between the normal videos I create for you. But let's begin with a bit of story time so as to explain to you why I'm doing this. Everything started at my 30th birthday doing this drop. At that time, I decided to set a new aim regarding my physical performance and level of trials riding every year. Actually, this aim setting process was one more thing that keeps me motivated to push my riding forward, and frankly, it was quite well since then. So long story short, 2 years ago and just about after I got my GC varial, I decided to set my first official challenge. So I challenged myself to improve my side hop in a period of 5 months, which actually was until my next birthday. So I published this story on my Instagram account, and my starting point was about 96 centimeters. Setting this goal kept me motivated and focused on the aim, and thus I started training my side hops a bit more than I used to. Also, I started a bit of cross training to improve my strength. Finally, after these 5 months, my side hop was improved by almost 10 centimeters, and finally I got up to 105 centimeters. I got so happy about that, and this proved me that setting actual goals can keep me motivated and focused. You can see this story on the relevant highlights section on my Instagram profile. After that challenge, I set my new goal to generally improve my riding on my competition trials. Up to that point, I was mainly riding street trials, and switching to competition trials was quite interesting and I really liked it. Also, the fact that I could do bigger moves on my 26 was feeling so good. So for the next year I was riding a bit more my GC varial, trying to get more used to the competition trial style of riding. After a year into competition trials, combined with more focused training, I could say that I was really happy about my progress. This one was my annual progress video right about my 32nd birthday. Next, I was feeling that my riding progress almost plateaued for the next 6 months, as although I was training quite frequently, I couldn't get bigger moves than I already did. I wasn't frustrated at all, I was just trying to find the next thing that I could do to push my training even further. Then COVID-19 happened and Greece got into lockdown. Thanks God, outdoors training was allowed and I didn't stop. However, the best thing that happened during the global lockdown was that some trial riders, who also provide training, announced online training services, and I knew that this was the next thing I had to try. So after a bit of searching, I decided that the best option for me was to join the Vincent Hermas Trial Academy and start training while setting new goals. I was coached by Vincent Hermas for about 6 months, and if you follow me for a while, you may have noticed that my riding has been changed and evolved significantly, while my moves are bigger than before. I think that it was the best decision I could make, as having a coach noticing your mistakes can be a key point to your progress. Also, another major event that pushed my motivation a bit forward since the beginning of 2020 is that the last 2 years my applications to the GC sponsorship program have been accepted, and actually this also keeps me striving to evolve as a rider. Now that you know my story up to now, you may have already understood why I want to start this video series. I have some pretty cool ideas for this year and I want to share my progress with you guys while documenting my journey from that point forward. My main aim is to improve my overall fitness and physique while pushing my riding a bit further. I don't really know the outcome that this may have in the future, but I can sure tell that this journey will be quite interesting. Nevertheless, I would like to know about you and the goals that you set. What do you do to keep being motivated towards your goals? Do you also like to document your journey and your progress? If so, what do you do to keep track of your progress? If you also like this kind of content apart from my usual bike maintenance and bike hacks videos, just follow along, and I hope that this may also be a bit of a push for you to improve your riding, whatever bike discipline you are into. So that's it for today, and if you'd like to see more about my training progress and the different things I'm about to try in that direction, give this video a loud like, and I bet you know what else to do to get notified of the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Until then, set your goals and keep moving towards them.